I knew I was a conservative long before I knew that I was gay.
Oh, way to the right. I can see things in a black and white perspective.
I guess like right here. So is that between like hardcore conservative, like down the road? Okay, sure, like right here. I'm somewhere in between.
I would probably be around there, I guess. My views have changed over the years.
I think marriage equality or marriage between gays and lesbians is a conservative value.
20 years ago, would you have imagined having this type of a discussion about two women being married and having it recognized? And it wouldn't even have been on the table.
And this is about family values, and this is about limited government. And this is get out of my wallet, get out of my bedroom.
Because the role of government is obviously not to be an institution that somehow enforces a particular, especially religious doctrine.
My daughter asked for she said, my son keeps asking me, he's 12, why can't two men get married or two women get married? And, it's a logical question, but I just go back to what is always said, that in the Bible, marriage is between a man and a woman.
And I understand that they believe that it is a religious institution, but you don't get your marriage license from a church. You get it from City Hall. And it is unconstitutional under the Equal Protection Clause to deny that right to committed gay couples.
I think a turning point in civil rights is when it no longer became socially acceptable to discriminate against somebody because of their race. It's becoming no longer socially acceptable to discriminate against someone because of their sexual orientation.
I had a friend come home from San Francisco. She's always been quite liberal, and she was at a Christmas party, and she said she was never so uncomfortable as having two men kissing in a room and thrusting that upon her son.
I'm not trying to shove anything in anybody's face. We're Americans too. If your kids don't learn about the neighbor next door who's in a committed relationship, it adds to the hate and it adds to the intolerance.
You have maybe less than 1% of the population that has decided for the other 99% of the population that it needs to be an issue. And I just don't think that it even has a place at the table on where we're at today.
There are over 1,100 rights and benefits that are afforded to couples when they're married. Protections, hospital visitations.
I take it back one step further and I look at the building block of my community and what makes my community strong. I see my wife and I have a family, we have a nucleus, and that provides stability for children. And from that stability, you have people who are willing to go out and contribute to the greater good.
How can you say that? You'd rather, me not raise a child?
If the institution's so important, it's so good for people, it's so good for the country, it provides such value, then you should be demanding that gay people get married.